Hey everyone, it's Susan Pierce Thompson and welcome to the weekly vlog. All right, so this week's vlog is sponsored by Dorinda. Dorinda wrote in and she says, "Hi Susan, I have an idea for a vlog. Could you please address plateaus in weight loss? So many of the boot campers in Harvest House complain of being on a plateau when it's only been 4 days or 2 weeks of no weight change. I would love to see a vlog on what a plateau is, the best attitude to have, how to break it, if possible, and where to go for help. I'm a supporter in Harvest House, and I thought of this as I was running through posts. Please let me know if you agree that this would be a good vlog topic. Love, Dorinda." Well, Dorinda, I do agree. I think it's a great topic. So for those of you out there who've never been through a Bright Line Eating Boot Camp, let me just unpack some of that jargon that Dorinda was using, some of the terminology. Harvest House is one of our online support community groups. So as people join the boot camp, we put them into groups of about 400 people and give them a supportive community. We have 2 house leaders that are paid to, they're previous Bright Line eaters, and they're paid to be in there pretty much around the clock and really make sure that those people get their questions answered, that they have an amazing experience, that they get posts and replies on their posts and stuff. And then we also designate a whole bunch, maybe about a dozen previous boot campers as VIP posters from a previous boot camp, and we let them into the new boot camp for free. It's just a bonus of being awesome because we love them and we want everybody to be like them, and we want to sort of seed. It's like seeding the new online support community with like yogurt from previous batch. You ever hear about that? That people who make yogurt, they can take some of a previous batch and just add it to the new batch, and that has enough yeast culture to like make the whole new batch of yogurt grow. Well, we take previous awesome, amazing, loving, supportive boot campers and we dub them VIPs and we give them a free boot camp and we just put them into the new group and we say, "Here, have at it, just be your rock star selves." And they're like, "Great, thanks for the free boot camp." And so they go in there and they post and comment and everything. So anyway, Dorinda is one of those VIP rock stars. And she's in there and noticing that people are complaining about plateaus. So great topic, Dorinda. So what I think about plateaus is that, first of all, I'm very grateful that I was shielded from them. And I was shielded from them because when I lost my weight initially, 12, almost 13 years ago, I was told to only weigh myself once a month. And on that schedule of weighing myself, I lost weight every time. So there was no plateau in my mind. I was consistently losing weight. And I gotta say, if you're psychologically distressed by plateaus, that's the solution. Weigh yourself once a month. No plateau. If you choose to weigh yourself once a week or even worse, once a day, you're gonna have to deal with plateaus because you're gonna see the scale not change sometimes or pop up sometimes. And when you're trying to lose weight, that's frustrating. So what I think about that is that the best attitude to take is the long game. You're not in this for the quick fix. If this is going to work for you long term, it's because you're going to do it long term. The point at which it stops working is the point at which you stop doing it. So if you're in it for the long haul, it doesn't really matter whether you lose your weight in 16 months or 13 months or 9 months or whatever. I mean, I imagine that most of us who do Bright Line Eating imagine ourselves living for many more years. And so no matter how long it takes us to lose our weight, any differences in that amount is just a rounding error. It's like nothing when compared to the sum total of our life that we have yet to live happy, thin, and free as a result of doing what we're doing. So, when you take the long view, it's like settle in and enjoy the ride. As long as you're getting there, it doesn't really matter how fast you get there. And trust, because for most people, there will be plateaus. So that's, in my mind, the most important attitude to take is the long view and the patient view. Now, if someone is losing less than 2 pounds a month on the Bright Line Eating plan, assuming that they're doing a boot camp, they're weighing and measuring, like they're doing the whole thing, then I start to look at tweaking things. And, we have a health coach on staff. We have very experienced people who know how to tweak a food plan to see if, one of the things you can do is take out the grain and the fruit at breakfast and replace it with more protein or some vegetables or some fat or something like that. Some people have blood sugar issues. Sometimes there's adrenal fatigue going on. Sometimes there's thyroid issues going on. So we know how to sort of look at things. And of course, none of us are physicians, so we recommend you work with your doctor on that for sure. We're not here in the medical, trying to give people medical advice, but we do know how to tweak a food plan or two. And honestly, doctors get 0 minutes of nutrition education in medical school anyway. So anyway, but not to bash doctors. Anyway, I'm getting off track. That's, I think, the most important view to take is the long view, accepting that plateaus will happen. And there's research that bears on that I'd like to, share with you. It's one of my favorite little anecdotes about this, which is people lose weight the way they gain weight. And who's better at gaining weight than a newborn baby? And they've done the research of measuring how babies and kids gain weight, like up through up from birth up through puberty. They've measured how babies and kids gain weight. And they do not gain weight linearly. They are stagnant, and then they're like popcorn. They so when a kid goes over to grandma and grandma's house and grandma says, "Oh, Jimmy, you look like you've gained 2 inches, you've grown 2 inches overnight." What she doesn't realize is that maybe he did. Maybe not 2 inches overnight, but it's possible that he gained, he grew 3/4 of an inch in, a week. Kids grow really fast. I just made up those numbers. I don't know if that's actually possible, but I do know that kids are stagnant in their growth, and then they grow a lot right away. And then they're stagnant, and then they grow. Grass grows the same way. And I think weight loss is exactly like that. I mean, I watch family members who are close to me who go up and down in their weight, and they're stagnant for like a week or two, and then they lose 3 pounds literally overnight. And now they're at that lower plateau, 3 pounds gone. And then they're stagnant for a week, and then they lose 4 pounds overnight. So, so I think in general, that the vast majority of what people are calling plateaus in Bright Line Eating are not plateaus. They're just how weight loss happens. And you got 2 choices. Deal with it and find a way to cope with it, or stop noticing it by stopping weighing yourself so often. Weigh yourself once a month. To deal with it, if you decide you want to deal with it, in my experience, in my opinion, the best way to deal with it is by getting social support. Go into the online support community and post, "Hey everybody, here's my weight loss numbers. I'm feeling really frustrated." Give your numbers so that people can say, "I totally understand your frustration. Here's what I think. You're really not on a plateau. You're doing just fine. You just wait another week. You're going to be great." Post your numbers. Share, let other people share in the journey. In my experience, these kinds of things get manageable and tolerable when you have other people loving you up and supporting you on the path. So anyway, great topic, Dorinda. Thank you for sending that in, and thank you for your service and your awesomeness. I'm so grateful that you're a VIP in our beloved online support community. And if you have a topic you would like me to address in the weekly vlog, just go ahead and send it in, Susan@brightlineeating.com, and I will answer it. Have a great week, everyone.